Hi everyone, my name is Shongo, town planner at Durban municipality. What has been my experience with Spluma to date? Well, mine is interesting. I come from rural development and since joined the municipality, so mine is a bit of both, from the mother to the implement as such. My experience is Spluma has come at such a time where we actually in need of something to basically provide a special standard to our country, to the way that we develop and to the way in which we see our space and utilize our space. Okay, my biggest challenge though to running with Spluma was engagement with the public. I'll make an example. Just sensitizing people to the act itself. Sensitizing the developers, sensitizing the communities in which you'll see this development being taken through. It's been a major challenge just to make people understand from the simplest thing as land ownership that no, we are not trying to take away your land. In fact, we're trying to provide means in which you can develop your land in the best possible way. Basically, that's been my experience. The biggest challenge has just been to sensitize people and let them know that planning is not such a bad thing. It's actually there to support and to make the best use of the land we have available to us. We see a lot of changes taking place, but those changes can be controlled. Those changes can be used for the best, you know. And to go on to the second question, which says, and do I think Spluma will result in special transformation? Well, definitely I do. It gives municipalities a level of control, a level of saying, hey, let's know what we're doing with all the land in our municipality, and basically let's utilize it for the best. It provides for a different angle in terms of our principles that we bring to spatial justice. We're reversing the legacy that we've seen our country live through of apartheid. My one principle which really got me is the one that says spatial resilience. I really believe at some point we need to have resilient cities that won't go back, cities that will just move forward and that will see growth in all ways, growth socially, economically, and spatially, basically. Sustainability is one point which I really see coming through for this. Thank you.
Good morning, guys. This is the Msunduzi Municipality panel, our staff. Just to introduce ourselves, I'm Spatial Zondi.
I'm Bruce Malinga.
Mongezi Mngadi.
Mziphelele Shinga, Town Planning Administrator.
The question that has been posed is basically what is our general feeling of Spluma?
On my side as a Town Planning Administrator, the feeling is that Spluma is bringing some changes. What we've been experiencing is because of its inception, we're facing some backlog on our applications, but it's not that much different from PDA, as it does say that it's not repealing the PDA. So we're still waiting to see the experiences that we're going to get, but so far so good. Thank you.
Good day, Mongezi Mngadi once again. My feeling on Spluma implementation as a town planner is that having seen or having presented before the MPT, I've realized that the professionals give professional advice in terms of report writing. So our style and our formats are going to change as time goes by, and also we're going to grow in terms of assessment of applications as town planners, opposed to submitting applications before councillors, even when things are not as such, what I can say, aligned to town planning principles and what so on, but they can't really scrutinize the application. But with the introduction of professionals, we also get advice from lawyers in terms of legalities of the applications and so on. So I think going forward, it's going to assist us in terms of growing as a municipality and also giving professional advice and approving the application with confidence and with assurity, without any loopholes, with regards to the applications won't be coming back to us. So yeah, the professionals are really assisting us in that regard. Thank you.
Guys, my feeling on Spluma has been that although it's a new legislation, it hasn't done much in terms of what it proposes regarding norms and standards. As we see that it proposes things that were already addressed by the RDP and GIA, so on. What it has done is that it has added a new tier in terms of town planning. As we know that the PDA was found to be unconstitutional, as planning is a municipal profession. It's a municipal competent. So what it has done, it has brought a lot of work to the municipality, taken from COGTA and national government. But then again, the question is, where is the capacity to undertake all that responsibility, and where is the funding? As you know, within the KZN province, there's a lot of municipalities that have, for example, one town planner, or sometimes not a town planner at all, someone with an administration qualification who does planning. So it's a lot of responsibility that has been brought to the municipality, as well as it has been a humbling experience and a very experience that has made us grow, being part of the transition from the PDA to Spluma and also the MPT. Regarding whether Spluma has capacity for for transformation as a whole, I think maybe in the long run we'll just see what it brings to us. But what I know is that Spluma, in terms of MPT and appeals tribunal, has improved the decision making within the municipality. Us being based on the development management side of things, we have seen that the quality of decisions regarding development application has improved. That's all. Thank you.
My take on my feeling of Spluma, I feel that Spluma is going to bring transformation from the way the municipality takes decision. Previously, you find that the decision-making body for approving development applications, formerly it was the Economic Development Portfolio Committee for our municipality, but in other municipalities who don't quite have the capacity, you'd find that planners used to present before the EXCO, and those people who are serving in those committees or in that body, they do not have like the expertise in terms of your environmental side of things, your engineering, your land survey and whatnot. And so they wouldn't be able to like have a meaningful contribution in assessing or deciding on the application. They would normally take whatever the planner says.
Yeah.
But now, having the MPT, which consists of all these professionals, from legal to environmental to land survey to engineering, you find that the application is assessed all dimensions. They cover everything. That's why at the end of the day you get like quality decisions. And also the principles which are included in the regulations of Spluma, trying to redress the past apartheid imbalances and bringing about social cohesion, that will in the long run bring transformation and improve the lives of people, I must say. That's it.
Okay, this is Kwetemba Kumalo. Well, my take on the Spluma is that so far that this municipality has started implementing this act, I feel there will be transformation somehow, somewhere, especially because Spluma is incorporating all the other legislations, being DFA, PDA, and the others. Well, the best thing about it will be that, okay, as my colleagues has mentioned, the MPT parts, which is improving the resolution being taken on the statutory applications, especially because the applications are now assessed on all perspectives, on their merits, on the legal perspective and on the other different profession perspective. Unlike previously, where it was based on, the councillors not knowing exactly what our recommendations were based on. And then the other one, so far, okay, will be the tribunal's appeal. It will be more efficient and more quicker because one will not have to wait longer, and the decisions taken during the MPT won't clash because the people, the recommendation made by a town planner won't necessarily be clash with the one that an MPT will decide on, because it will be based on the professional perspective. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, guys, next question. Will Spluma bring social transformation in the future? Social spatial transformation.
According to me, it definitely will. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think Spluma will actually bring about a uniform system of approving applications, understand, which is the same across the board from Cape to Gauteng. And with that, the principles which are used in making those decisions or in assessing those applications, understand, will be based on the principles of development which were found in the DFA.
Yes,
even though the DFA was done away with, but they kept those principles. Understand? And in terms of addressing past imbalances, I think the spatial fabric of South Africa, you know that during the time when they implemented the Group Areas Act, all those things which contributed to fragmenting the spatial pattern and causing us to be a car dependent.
Separation of uses.
That we have to travel long distances to get to
far removed
services
from the city.
And I think in considering the principles, those principles will help address that. That now we are looking for more social inclusion,
integrated,
integration, densification, intensification.
Yes.
You see, because now if we allowing sprawl, urban decay, we want to bring about a rejuvenation of our inner city, a regeneration of our inner city, where you find that the people, they live here, they work here, they do their shopping here, they play here, everything. Understand? That's what we're looking towards, and Spluma will definitely help bring about the transformation.
Yeah, and the other thing they mentioned on that clip is that even in the rural areas now, they can be they can create businesses like in the cities, so you won't be seeing people moving that much to cities to crowd the if there is development that's going to happen that side, because now they can do what is being done in the cities.
True. And also Spluma is adamant that all policies from national to local should be aligned. Meaning the national priorities will be able to be implemented at local level through town
like your
planning scheme.
NDP.
Yeah, so your NDP will be able to flow down from national to local. And it also re-emphasizes the thing of wall-to-wall town planning scheme and the inclusion of previously disadvantaged areas. So the rolling out of the town planning scheme into Vulindlela areas and other areas which are disadvantaged will enable the implementation and bring about services in such areas, and therefore trying to balance the inequalities of the past laws that segregated the city. Yeah, so going forward, I think Spluma will bring about change, and yes.
Another thing, I think the turnaround time for applications. Spluma brought this thing of classifying applications.
Yes. True.
That if it's a minor application which doesn't have many complexity, it can be signed off by the authorized, the designated officer.
I think that will fast.
That will help fast track the turnaround time for development. Yeah.
Save time, save money for the developers to advertise and wait almost.
Indeed.
I think Spluma has provided a very good institutional framework, a national institutional framework, nationally, that will assist province with planning. As you know, that some provinces did not have planning legislation. Yes, and it is so Spluma has provided a wide framework that will assist provinces. If because we as KZN we are fortunate that we had the KZN PDA. Some provinces did not have a planning legislation, so we're quite far in that we are familiar in working with legislation. So that was a very good of the national act.
I have nothing to add.
Yeah, with that said,
Except this number is also the same as Lende's on the woods. It's good. Gumanye, especially my provinces, because we did have a KZN PDA, of which it did allow for development outside the area of a scheme.
Yes.
But unlike Amayama provinces, they did not have a act of which bebezo correspond again of we check we comply now. So Tina, I think Putin is easy, they were not unlike Nala Amayama provinces.
Okay. Basically, that. With that said, this is our contribution in terms of responding to the question of how we feel about Spluma, and the type of transformation it will bring to the way we approve plans, the way we consider applications moving forward. And another thing that we forgot to mention is spatial development frameworks.
Yes, it brought on the elements of spatial development frameworks, regional spatial development frameworks as well, which is something new.
Yes, because spatial development frameworks, there is a national, actually comes from national, and it goes down to provincial, then regional, then municipal.
Suits of plans.
All of those have to be taken into consideration when we approve applications as well. And since they're also strategic plans which are implemented at a municipal level, they can also they also form part of our IDP.
Yes, that's true.
They also form part of our IDP, and they will also help assist us in fulfilling the national mandate and whatever the proposals that come from national. Now, with that said, thank you guys. Bye.